Hello, everybody. I'm Arios, and I'm here to talk to you about Battleborn. So, during this talk, I'll just be giving my first impressions and my overall rating of Battleborn, also some character preferences and everything like that. So, to start off with, we're gonna go with my first impressions. When I came into the Battleborn, the opening cutscene was just pure amazing. I thought it was very fantastic, and I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. It was very interesting to see how they went for the more of an 80s arcade style of a intro instead of a new modern animation. It was actually really cool and kind of brought me back to the days when everything was still in the retro form of gaming. I also thought that starting you off with Melka was a great idea. She's a very fun character to play and really introduces to the game. The starting level was fantastic, and I just love the whole entire plot line behind it. Character interactions were good. Fair warning though, you may not like some of the humor that goes on because it's very kind of dry and rude, I would say. It's not exactly how you'd expect some other humor to be. Like, it's not comedical funny, it's funny if you enjoy Gearbox humor, let's be real. If you don't enjoy Gearbox humor, you won't like it very much. Also, I would say that the this first two levels were just absolutely great. I couldn't get over them. I thought Isaac and Jeff was a fantastic way to start off the rest of the campaign, and I just thought it was very interesting and great. Now we go to the rest of the levels. They were very bland and similar as you would go through about one boss fight in each level, but for the rest of the level you would just guard a robot while he's walking down like some pathway or street, which I thought was very bland and just repetitive. It took me back to my days of Destiny where I just grind for hours to get one piece of loot, and once I got it, was like, but it really wasn't worth it in the end, you know? So next it's about multiplayer. Multiplayer, excellent. I enjoy that wholeheartedly, and any character can work out. I think it's just so fantastic and works so well. I just enjoy multiplayer so much. Personally, my favorite mode is Meltdown. I haven't spent as much time on Incursion or Capture, which it's kind of I'm not sure about Capture yet. It's kind of a different game mode that I would enjoy. It's kind of like a Call of Duty game mode. I'm not so fond of it. I like the more of the MOBA playstyle like Meltdown and Incursion give off. Meltdown and Incursion are both very great, and I enjoy them a lot, pretty equally, I would say. The characters work any place in the game. I would say that Galilea is a bit overpowered at this moment because she's like a healer to herself, a tank, super OP damage output. It's just she needs to have one of those aspects taken away, and then she can like be a I think she would be less overpowered. I'm not gonna speak much of that. I'll say that in another commentary once I get more Galilea uh, footage. Right now I am low on footage because I have been studying for finals, and yeah, so it's just been really rough on me. So I'll just present some League of Legends footage for you. I can get it by easier than that. When also my TV's broken. That's really just been a damper on my mood, and yeah. So a good friend of mine, Waffles28, he's gonna lend me his monitor for a while, until I can raise enough money to get a PC and another monitor, which makes me very happy in the end. So back to the game. I really enjoy just PvP in general. I think I'll be playing this game until the player base is non-existent because I think it's just so much fun. Like I said, like a wise man once said, this is going to be the best game that nobody played. That's another problem, is that it's really just put it. They really should have noticed a better time to release this and right next to the Overwatch opening, because Blizzard just has such a huge fan population. I can't even understand why they thought releasing it now would be a good idea. Maybe in March, they release it in March, that would be really good timing. Gives a good 3 months before Overwatch, and they would give a player population to play it because it has a similar advertisement that Overwatch does. Another big aspect of the PvP I really enjoy is that your team comp really does matter, and if you go up against a team that knows what they're doing versus somebody who just chooses all tanks and attackers, you are easy win. It's just a matter of fact. There is no you need to know how to get a good team comp, which again is kind of a downer for those players who can't find a party. That is kind of a dampening on their mood and towards the overall play of the like playing the game, because the games I found having the most fun in and getting the most satisfaction out of are those nail biting. You're down by 20 points, and it's the last 5 minutes of the game, and you need to get up. And then when you do, it just makes you feel like such a bamf, you know? It just super crazy ending. I was so stoked when it happened. Yeah, so that's a really good thing about it. Another thing is the characters really do work in unison if you have certain builds. Some are way harder to play than others, like Montana. Tried playing him, I just was so bad at him. I had one good game and I thought I was a champ, and I really just wasn't, so switched on over to Isaac, and I realized I need to start out easy and then go big, with my character placement. Going over to my character choices as of now, I would probably say my favorite to play is definitely Benedict. I think he's so much fun, just such a badass character. He's like Matthew McConaughey captured into a bird. I think it's just such a great idea, and I love his character design and everything. I also like how he plays, how he's focused on the minions, not necessarily the players. He can also fly. That's so badass, guys. He can fly. Can you even believe that? I sure can, but I mean, it's just super awesome. Yeah, he definitely has a mechanic where he can flank very well. He can just stun you very easily, and really can take out minion waves super quickly. So he's one of my favorites. Another one is probably Isaac. I think he's really fun to play, and he's just really a nice. He's like just a really breath of fresh air. I like his shooting mechanic where he can charge up shots, and that charge can heighten your abilities and everything. I think that's really cool. I really enjoy that mechanic. I also like his ultimate. I think that is so much fun. His ultimate. I was in a game. Like I was just saying, we were down by like 20 points, 480. It was like something crazy, like 450 to 470. I ulted at the last minute. I killed a Montana, a Miko, and a Thorn. Sent 2 waves of minions into their grinder and won the game at the last minute, which was pretty fun. I just really enjoy the way he plays. He has his shields, which are very clutch in moments, and I think he can counter many of the characters that that you can play against. I'm kind of quoting Dado a lot when I say that, because he kind of said those exact same things in a video, but I really enjoy. I think he's right, and I agree with him on a lot of aspects of the game. Another character I really enjoy to play is probably. I really like playing as Alani. I think she's my favorite support. I've really had a lot of fun with her, and I really just do enjoy her a lot. It's kind of fun. Her burst healing is very nice, and you don't even notice that she's a healer because her damage output is massive, which I think is breath fresh air. She is kind of on the OP side, which kind of detracts me from playing her a lot, because I think that I don't really like playing the OP characters, you know. It's just not as fun as it should be. And another character I really... Actually, let's focus on Alani a bit more. I was playing a game of Meltdown with Alani, and I didn't really do much collection. I kind of just sucked really badly with her, but I had the time of my life because her wave ability is really cool. It can get you out of situations very quickly. And her overall just look is kind of cool. I like how she's like a water guru. She can just mess with you. She's like the Zenyatta of water. If for you Overwatch fans. One last character I'd probably have to say is Whiskey Foxtrot. I really hated Oscar Mike when I played him. His bullets are like paper. It's like the Soros regime after patch 1.1.1 in Destiny. If anybody understands that, but really it's just insane. I just really love Whiskey Foxtrot. I think his 3-round burst is fantastic, and once you unlock the mutation that turns his grenades into napalm grenades, just becomes a fantastic character. He can control zones very well. His 3-round burst deals massive damage, and you can take out sentries very quickly with it. Also, he is a bit on the underpowered if you don't know how to play him. I guess you could say that about a lot of characters, but I do enjoy his overall aspect. He's kind of a badass, the most badass out of all the characters in my eyes. Really kind of has this mystery surrounding him of what happened. So, yeah, I really enjoy it. This game is amazing to play with friends. I've only played with 2 friends on it. Good friend Lances420 and a baseball Batman. We're both great people, and I really enjoyed playing with them. I played as a Miko, of course. I'm kind of that noob. And they were playing as Marquise and Thorn, which was not the greatest composition, just 2 snipers and a healer. But we had a lot of fun, and I think this game can really just make you bond with each other. It's really fun with friends, and it's really fun solo. I had great times both times doing it. Another thing I love about this game is the Gearbox humor. Of course, that's an acquired taste, and not everybody will like it. I think the best thing this game has going for it, though, is that they have 26 completely different characters. They don't share a single mechanic with each other. I could go through the entire list, and I wouldn't even find one similarity. It's just amazing. And I do think they need some patching for some of the characters, such as Galilea and a Galilea Miko bond, you know, because that's just impossible to kill Galilea at that point. You can always go for the Miko, but Galileo will just probably protect the Miko. It's kind of terrible, but I think the multiplayer has a lot going for it, and I wish this game was much more popular and last for much longer, because I think it's fantastic. I love the first-person shooter mixed with a MOBA aspect of it, and I think it's just very fantastic. Another great thing about it, well, I was going to go more in depth on the MOBA part of it. This was the first game that introduced me to MOBAs, and I've loved them ever since. It's so much fun. I really like how they play out, and I also like the idea of first-person shooter. I think it's a much better mechanic than a third-person click and walk kind of idea like League of Legends, although I do enjoy me some League of Legends a lot. So, my overall rating of the game would probably be 8.5 out of 10. I think it's one of the freshest positions in the first-person shooter category and the MOBA category. I don't know why more people don't like it, probably because it's shadowed by Overwatch, and I think it deserves much more attention, but I think this game is very much fun, and I'll continue uploading content on my channel. So, like and comment down below. Like, subscribe, comment down below. If you want to check out my Twitch, the link is in the description of my channel, and I hope you all have a good day.